For many, Marilyn Monroe, who if still alive today would be 90, will always be the girl on the sidewalk grating, her skirt blowing up around her waist. In reality, however, she was neither. In fact, it could be said that Marilyn Monroe wasn't even a real person. She was a fascinating character created by Norma Jean Baker, the little girl who dreamed of becoming a movie star. Born on June 1, 1926, Norma Jean was the daughter of Gladys Baker and Charles Stanley Gifford, a colleague at the film laboratory where Gladys worked. American actress who became a major sex symbol, starring in a number of commercially successful films during the 1950s, and who is considered a pop culture icon. In 1942 she married a fellow worker in an aircraft factory, but they divorced soon after World War II. She became a popular photographer's model and in 1946 signed a short-term contract with 20th Century Fox, taking as her screen name Marilyn Monroe. After a few brief appearances in movies made by the Fox and Columbia Studios, she was again unemployed, and she returned to modeling for photographers. Her nude photograph on a calendar brought her a role in the film Scudda Hey! 1948, which was followed by other minor roles. In 1950 Monroe played a small uncredited role in The Asphalt Jungle that reaped a mountain of fan mail. An appearance in All About Eve, 1950, won her another contract from Fox and much recognition. In a succession of movies, including Let's Make It Legal, 1951, Love Nest, 1951, Clash by Night, 1952, and Niagara, 1953, she advanced to star billing on the strength of her studio-fostered image as a love goddess. With performances in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, 1953, How to Marry a Millionaire, 1953, and There's No Business Like Show Business, 1954, her fame grew steadily and spread throughout the world, and she became the object of unprecedented popular adulation. In 1954 she married baseball star Joe DiMaggio, and the attendant publicity was enormous. With the end of their marriage less than a year later, she began to grow discontented with her career. Monroe studied with Lee Strasberg at the Actors Studio in New York City, and in The 7-Year Itch, 1955, and Bus Stop, 1956, she began to emerge as a talented comedian. In 1956 she married playwright Arthur Miller and briefly retired from movie making, although she co-starred with Laurence Olivier in The Prince and the Showgirl, 1957. She won critical acclaim for the first time as a serious actress for Some Like It Hot, 1959. Her last film, the drama The Misfits, 1961, was written by Miller specifically for Monroe. Though their marriage disintegrated during production, they divorced in 1961. In 1962 Monroe began filming the comedy Something's Got to Give. However, she was frequently absent from the set because of illnesses, and in May she traveled to New York City to attend a gala where she famously sang Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy, with whom she was allegedly having an affair. In June Monroe was fired from the film. Although she was later rehired, work never resumed. After several months as a virtual recluse, Monroe died from an overdose of sleeping pills, barbiturates, in her Los Angeles home. Her death was ruled a probable suicide, and this finding was supported by the actress's history of drug use and previous suicide attempts. However, Some believed that she had been killed after threatening to reveal her relationship with the Kennedy brothers. She was also rumored to have had an affair with U.S. Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy, or that she had information linking the two men to organized crime. Although there was insufficient evidence to support these claims, conspiracy theories persisted.